Now here's how to sell anything to anyone in 2024. And I'm gonna tell you that this is the only video that you need in order to sell more. When I say sell more, this video is for those who are already selling, not for those who don't know how to sell, period. If you're already selling your product or your service or whatever the fuck it may be, then this video is for you, because then you'll be able to sell a bit more. I got a little pointy stick right here, so you know I'm serious, with a little black tip. So instead of pointing with my fingers, which it's kind of gay, I'd rather just point with this. So now, that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna teach you a little lesson today with a stick in my hand. That sounds crazy, but whatever. The first thing you need in order to sell more is you need a solid offer. This is marketing 101. A solid offer would be a value proposition, VP, times G, which means guarantee, divided by how easy it is for the client to do. How much time the client requires in order to get this thing fulfilled. Commitment. And this is from the client, obviously, time commitment, TC. Now, the higher the number here, the better your offer is. So a really good offer would be something along the lines of, say you're selling press, okay? Value proposition. I will give you 5 articles in a week, guaranteed, with only 1 interview. Value proposition is actually best, and I say this very briefly, is best when there's a number to it, okay? So when there's a number proposition. For us, for ourselves, our proposition is we will guarantee you, okay, you can either start with either or, it doesn't matter. We will guarantee you 20 plus qualified sales calls with no time commitment from your end, guaranteed. I mean, that's it. That's literally it. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. You do need a good offer. Now, if you don't know where to get your leads from, you can go to www.theomnicrm.com. You can speak to one of our guys, one of our professionals who work with us, and they'll be able to tell you what we actually do to get the highest quality of leads possible. Now, when you have an offer, you gotta also worry about this thing called conversion rate. So this is number 1 on how to sell more, practically. Now, number 2 on how to sell more. How to sell more is a very different term. You kind of have to, what is selling more to you? Is it more sales? Is it more people to sell to? Because obviously, if you have a 10% conversion rate and you are talking to 100 people, then you're selling 10 people. But if you have a 50% conversion rate and you're talking to 50 people, you're selling the same exact amount. So what is your offer? How high ticket is it? And how do you determine conversion rate? For those that don't know, conversion rate, okay, here I am in my amazing fucking handwriting, okay, is the amount of closed deals, CD, because that makes sense. We're just gonna remember that CD, closed deals, all right? CD divided by the amount of people in the pipeline, the amount of leads in pipeline. All right, I never used the stick once, so this is where I'm gonna use the stick. That's right, no, I'm playing. Conversion rate is the amount of closed deals divided by leads in the pipeline. And this should equate to a percentage. If it's 10%, that's about an industry average. That looks like it's a 16, it's a 10, I promise, and I write very small. So squint your eyes and just feast upon the number right there. So 10%, that's an average. So you have to worry about what it is that you need to get here in order to increase your conversion rate. That could be adding more questions to a form, but practically the way to increase your conversion rate could be not by increasing the amount of people that you talk to, but simply just by talking to less people and further qualifying them using some type of form or something before you get them on the call and actually speak to them. A good way to do this is obviously through a form. The third thing is your niche. Let me tell you something here. Again, this stick just gives me so much power, it's not even funny. When you are selling anything ever, you need to be able to know who the hell you're selling to. If you have an email marketing company where you market to individuals who, through email, outbound means you're reaching out to the individuals on behalf of the company, you need to know who the hell you're speaking to, and you need to tell them that you're the guy for them. Instead of saying, hey, I am a doctor, let me take care of all your needs, you can say, I am a dentist, or you could say, I am an eye care doctor. Right? Because you're not gonna go to a generalist for your specific needs. So as a company, especially if you're a marketing agency, you have to understand that you need to have a target market. For us, we work specifically with tech and IT companies. Now, yes, our service works for every single person, everywhere in the whole entire world. We can get results for anybody. We've made people a hell of a lot of money, and we continue to do that every single day. But we focus on tech and IT because it's more personal to them, and it's way more personal to be a specialist and know these guys' issues than know everybody's issues, because it's impossible almost to scale when you have to deal with so many issues of so many people, so many different times. So we've realized that tech and IT companies, they have everything down. You know, they don't necessarily need much of the offer creation. And they are, you know, tech and IT companies, they have a big idea and they're usually very well put together and very well organized. But the only issue is getting them leads, which is where we come across and we sell them leads. So we sell them a contract that gives them leads, whatever. Now, number 4, it is what we just talked about, which is form optimization. My handwriting is not the best. best. If you comment about my handwriting, I'm coming for you and your family. Thank you very much. Form optimization. When you are looking to get up your conversion rate, as we said, I love this stick so much, holy shit. When you're looking to get up your conversion rate, instead of being 10, you can bring it to 15, 20%, whatever. You can flex about your conversion rate. People love flexing about it in the fucking business world. You can have a form that's so specific, and you can push to speak to people who are only interested in speaking to you and actually genuinely need your service. So how we do this with our company is that we have very personalized, hyper-personalized, we like to call it, conversations with people who are not necessarily fully interested, but we get them either interested or we gauge out how interested they are before we even get them on a call and book them. This has increased our conversion rate heavily, and in addition to that, we added a form beforehand to say, hey, what is your budget? What are you looking at right now? What stage are you in your business? Are you looking for investors? We ask them all these questions to make sure if we even take the call with them or not. So if we don't take the call with them, we completely remove them. We say, look, we're not the guys for you. We're not able to help you out. The most we can do is refer you to one of our partners, etc. We cannot help you. And if we do try to help you, we want to make sure that we have 100% chance of getting you the result. If there is not 100% chance of us getting you the result, we don't touch you, we don't work for you, we don't need you. Bit harsh, but whatever, fuck you. The number 5, as we were talking about, is do not be transactional. Boom. Do not be transactional. And the reason why I say this is because if I reach out to you and I say, hey, Mr. Business Owner, I know you are looking for a service like ours, let's have a chat, you're gonna be like, why? What do you need? But if I come to you and I'm like, hello, Mr. Business Owner, I don't know why I sounded Southern, hello. I saw that you recently posted on your LinkedIn about Marvel, and I just want to say that one of my favorite Marvel characters is such and such for this reason. And I can't help but notice you actually founded your company at this time. What are your future endeavors looking like? Tell me a little bit more about you, whatever. That is gonna work way better than saying, hey, this is our service, let's talk. Now you can mention the service, you can say, hey, my name is such and such. We've helped businesses gain over $1 million+ in revenue, which is true, we did that. But you can mention what you do, but do not be transactional, be more relationshipy. Send them fucking hearts for Christmas. I don't know, do something. Now the very, very last thing, in order to increase the amount of sales that you get in 2024 and sell anything to anybody is through lead magnets. Obviously, my handwriting is great. Okay, we're not gonna talk about that. I might just stand right here just so I'm not. Lead magnets are a way to get people into the door quicker than they would if you offered your initial offer that's basically your high ticket offer. So instead of saying, hey, we sell LinkedIn marketing services, you can say, hey, I'd love to show you how to better optimize your LinkedIn profile to get more people interested. And you bring people in for free and then you sell them on the thing that you initially want to sell them on, rather than selling them directly, because you're gonna have a pool of people to sell to. And even if 10% of the people were to close, then your conversion rate goes up, and this is how you bring people in through your lead magnet. Now, a lead magnet is supposed to nurture them. A lead magnet is supposed to, there's a fucking train right now. Cool. A lead magnet is supposed to nurture the individuals before they get sold. And this is how you sell more in 2024. Now, I didn't talk to you about sales psychology or whatever, because everybody sells differently. Me, when I sell, I ask them why they're there. I'm very, very real with them. It's extremely easy to sell and come up with what to say if somebody gives you objections. But it's not as easy to come up with an offer that everybody likes and present that offer to a hungry crowd, which is why even if you don't know how to sell, you can still sell and you can work on increasing your conversion rate just through this system right here and through the offer that you have. It's really, really easy to determine if your offer is working or not if your offer almost sells itself, where people just say yes without you even having to sell them, which is currently obviously what we have in our company, www.theomniCRM.com. Go check it out. Give me a fucking follow or whatever, I don't care. And then another thing with lead magnets, it could be lead magnets and programs. Wow. What are programs? What do you mean by programs? So you can say, if you have a gym, if you reach the goal that we give you, which is a very realistic goal, by this time we will give you back 30% of your initial investment, for example. That is a program. For us, what we do is we say, we will give you a free marketing service, a tiny bit of what we do, because obviously with outbound, you require multiple accounts, whether it's email, LinkedIn, whatever it may be. And you say, instead of you buying the service, you can refer us somebody and they get free marketing on top of whatever they paid, their initial investment, and you get a completely free marketing account. And this is how we do our programs. And this, my friends, is how you sell more in 2024. You don't need any other video on the internet telling you about sales psychology and how you should press them or whatever. If they are interested in the service, and if you have a service that sells itself with a good irresistible offer, you can still sell them without doing all the extra psychology bullshit. Because that, I've noticed, as long as you're real with them and as long as you help them with their objections, you can offer them a lot of things here and there. But if you have a good offer, offer, you don't need to do much convincing. If you talk to only people who really want your service, you don't need to do much convincing. You could very easily sell them. If you niche down and you are a specialist rather than a generalist, it makes it very easy to sell. This all right here is all that you need in order to sell more in 2023. Comment down what more videos you want and if this stick taught you more than initially anticipated. Thank you very much.